Hello everyone, welcome to my political journalism news channel. The story for today is most of the routes lead to Russia or its staunch ally Belarus and would require people to travel through active areas of fighting. A spokesman for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called Moscow's offer completely immoral and said Russia was trying to use people's suffering to create a television picture, Reuters reported. Ukrainian Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk responded to Russia's announcement by demanding that Moscow accept options for our routes, as well as establish a ceasefire, which we will agree on. Ukraine has requested that evacuation corridors are opened that largely keep citizens inside Ukraine's borders. It's important that people be able to go where they choose and where it's safe, UN spokesman Stefan Dujarric told reporters, rejecting the Kremlin's proposal. Regardless, skepticism towards such corridors was growing after evacuations of civilians were paused within hours on both Saturday and Sunday when Russian forces were accused of shelling the escape routes. There were two failed attempts over the weekend to open a corridor from the besieged port of Mariupol. And on Sunday, a Russian military strike killed a family with two children as well as several other civilians trying to flee the Kyiv suburb of Irpin, according to the mayor. Ukrainian authorities said two mortar or artillery shells hit a checkpoint in Irpin, northwest of the capital, which has been the site of intense shelling by the Russian military in recent days. Over the weekend, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said America has seen very credible reports of deliberate attacks on civilians in Ukraine that would be considered a war crime. The argument over evacuation corridors comes as Russia steps up efforts in its assault on Ukraine. Attacks on the capital, Kyiv, have intensified, while citizens in Mariupol and other key cities have been without water and food for days, unable to flee. Dominic Stillhart, the International Committee of the Red Cross Director of Operations, said Monday that problems remained in confirming the details of any ceasefire agreement. Stillhart told BBC Radio the challenge was to get Russia and Ukraine into an agreement that is concrete, actionable and precise. He added that so far there had only been agreements in principle, which had immediately broken down because they lacked precision, regarding routes and who can use them. Illustrating his point, he said some ICRC staff had tried to get out of Mariupol along an agreed route on Sunday, but soon realized the road indicated to them was actually mined. The Russian Defense Ministry said in a statement on Monday that the civilian corridors leading directly to Russia were part of a personal request from French President Emmanuel Macron to his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. But the French government responded with a statement saying this was false. It added that the personal demand of the President of the French Republic, like the rest of the allies and partners, is that the Russian offensive ends. Martin Griffiths, the UN's Under-Secretary-General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator, urged safe passage for civilians to leave areas of active hostilities on a voluntary basis, in the direction they choose. He also requested the need for safe passage for humanitarian supplies into areas of active hostilities, in a speech to the UN Security Council. Civilians in places like Mariupol, Kharkiv, Melitopol, and elsewhere desperately need aid, especially life-saving medical supplies. Many modalities are possible, but it must take place in line with the parties' obligations under the laws of war, he said. That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below for more news update.